So, hey, welcome back. As you may have just seen, I found a Charmander in the wild, and I was so certain that that wasn't possible, and then I did. So yeah, just add that to the Route 3 list. You can actually find Charmander, and it's actually making me wonder if you can actually find Bulbasaur in Viridian Forest. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know anymore. There are so many random Pokemon that show up in random places that I get the feeling that you can find almost every single Pokemon that's not version exclusive in this game. So anyway, we're here in Mount Moon now. Let's go ahead and catch this Pokemon walking around. I mean, who knows, in here we might be able to find a Scyther. But for right now, let's see. Get your Pokeball through the moving ring. You can get a... Why are they only just now telling us about this? Don't worry, I told you guys about that a while ago, so you should know. You should know. Alright, let's see which Pokemon are on Mount Moon really quick. In here we have Clefairy, Clefable, Zubat, Paris, Geodude, Onix, and Chansey. Alright, as the ring gets smaller, yeah, we get it. Okay, so let's catch this Paris. Perfect. That was more than excellent though. That was a perfect throw. It should catch. Heck yeah, dude. Okay. So, yeah, I did do a little bit of off-screen grinding. I taught my Mankey Payday. I also switched out my Mankey for a different one that had a better nature since I was catching a lot of Mankeys. And, I was getting the catch combo bonus specifically for Mankey. I was hoping to find a shiny eventually, but then I ran into the Charmander, and I was like, well, now I gotta drop everything and catch this Charmander. So, yeah, now I have a bunch of Mankey. So, Paris is a bug/grass type. Burrows under the ground to gnaw on tree roots. The mushrooms on his back absorb most of the nutrition. Paris and his evolution Parasect are two of the creepiest Pokemon ever, in my opinion. I'll get into that in just a second. We have Jesse and James right now. Looks like there's nothing here. Then let's search farther in. I can't. See, every time I listen to myself trying to do voices, I'm just like, God, this is embarrassing. I can't do voices whatsoever. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch. I really wish that Meowth could talk in this game. I really do. So you're gonna have Jesse and James, but you're not gonna have the talking Meowth. Okay. We know there are rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you've got any, you better hand them over to us, twerp. That's right. If anyone is going to profit off those rare fossils, it's going to be us. Wahahaha. But yeah, so as I was saying, Paris, in my opinion, is one of the creepiest Pokemon. Because if you notice in that description of Paris just now, the mushrooms absorb most of the nutrients that Paris soaks up from the ground. The mushrooms are parasites. That's why his name is Paris. Parasite. The mushrooms on Paris's back, and this is canon, this isn't just a theory, this is actually happening in the game. The mushrooms on Paris's back is controlling Paris. It's like those weird mushrooms that grow on, what is it? Those mushrooms that grow on ants. In the real world, there are fungi, I think there's one specific fungus that takes over a host and has the host kind of exist so that the fungus can live off of it. And that's what Paris is based off of. If you look it up, I forget what exactly it's called, but there are photos and videos. Oh my god, this Geodude does not want to be caught. There are photos and videos of ants being controlled by this kind of fungus, and the ants become basically zombies. Jesus Christ. This is so annoying. So, the ants no longer have free will. They don't have control over their thoughts. They don't have control over their emotions. It's entirely the mushroom doing everything. Thank you, finally. And that's what's happening to Paris. And Parasect is like the epitome of this mushroom taking over. If you notice, Parasect, if you run into one, Parasect doesn't have any pupils. Parasect's pupils are gone. And that's because the mushroom has taken over. The mushroom has completely absorbed Parasect's livelihood, basically. And it is entirely the mushroom taking control. The actual insect that the mushroom is controlling, no longer alive. There's some like dark and creepy stuff in Pokemon, man. Like, honestly. Alright, Geodude, a rock/ground type Pokemon. commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. So yeah, I would definitely recommend looking up Pokemon lore every once in a while, because it gets very interesting, and the way that they're related to real life animals are pretty cool. Smash Break. Ooh, a star piece. Okay, I believe this is specific to fighting Pokemon, because Mankey smashed into the rock and found a star piece. I never found that before on my previous playthrough, and I never had a fighting type Pokemon following me in my last playthrough. So, oh god, Zubat is so annoying. Okay, I didn't even throw it that way. Oh, of course, it stays still just long enough, and then my god. I haven't even hit it yet. Thank you, finally, please be caught. They somehow found a way to make Zubat even more annoying in this game. Here, I'm gonna use a Nanab Berry, and I'm gonna try to hit it once in the middle so I don't have to aim to the side. There we go. That should make it a lot easier. And even when it's like sitting still in the middle, it's still like flapping back and forth, so hitting the circle is still a little bit difficult. Yeah, so if you're ever interested, like, I highly recommend looking up the etymology behind Pokemon. Is that the right word? Etymology? Just look up inspirations, I guess, behind Pokemon and how they're related to real life animals and real life plants and real life things. Like, nearly every single Pokemon is based off of some kind of myth or some kind of real thing that happens in nature. And I know people say that Pokemon runs out of ideas after Gen 2 or whatever, and that they stretch a lot. But if you look into the history behind why certain Pokemon exist, it's honestly very fascinating. So Zubat is a poison flying type Pokemon. It emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. Zubat, not a very good Pokemon. Golbat, not a terrible Pokemon. Crobat, oh hey Onyx. Crobat, which is its final evolution, is actually pretty darn good. But Crobat is in Generation 2, not Generation 1. So that's unfortunate. Alright. I'm surprised that we're finding entirely different Pokemon every single encounter so far. I wonder if we'll be able to find that fabled Chansey. Okay, need to be careful about this one. Okay, that wasn't bad. I wish I would have gone inside the circle, but that's okay. Dang it, I was hoping for the first throw. Onyx is harder to catch than other Pokemon, so using a Great Ball and Raspberries is not necessarily overkill. I just really wish I could get inside the circle so I can get an excellent throw, or at least a great throw. Dang it! The anticipation waiting up until the end of the last shake is so... It creates so much tension. Okay, let's try this out again. Okay, now it attacked. That probably would have hit inside the circle if it didn't do that. Oh my god, come on, please. Onyx is not a very common Pokemon, so I really want to catch it. So close. I only have one more Great Ball after this. Please do me a solid here, game. Thank you, thank you. Now we got Onyx. Great. So now we have both of Brock's Pokemon. Geodude and Onyx. Okay. So, Onyx is another rock/ground type Pokemon. Burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglett. Whoa, what's happening right now? I don't know why that happened. I didn't press any buttons as far as I knew. Okay. Wow, another Onyx immediately. Dang. And right here we have a potion. Oh yeah. Maybe I should actually look at my notes to make sure I don't miss anything while I'm in here. So let's see. Yeah, we have a potion down here. And then if we go up to the top left. Let's see. There should be 5 Great Balls up here. Yeah, to the top left. That's what it says anyway. There's suspicious characters lurking around in the caves. And you are? A suspicious character, kid. Give me your lunch money. Actually, speaking of, I did teach my Mankey payday, and it's in the front of the party, so I probably can just take this kid's money. Ah, but this is a flying type. I think Butterfree knows Gust at level 10. This is only level 7, and probably doesn't know Gust, actually. Let's play with fire a little bit. Let's see how this goes. That didn't do a bad amount of damage, actually. I wasn't expecting it to do... Oh, it does no guess. Ah, jeez. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Alright, we're getting out of here. Pikachu, please help me out. I mean, I thought Butterfree didn't learn Gust until level 10, but Butterfree also isn't... Like, if you have a Butterfree, you're not going to get it unless it's already level 10. Well, that's not true. You can catch Butterfree in this game in the wild. If you evolve a Caterpie into a Butterfree, it will learn Gust at level 10. That's basically all I'm trying to say. Okay, and there we go. So, I remember as a kid, Mount Moon felt like a sudden difficulty spike. Like, whoa, this place is so big and there's such a long time to go without a Pokemon Center. And yeah, back in the day, Mount Moon was actually pretty tough, especially for how early in the game it comes. So this should be the 5 balls. Yep, 5 Great Balls. So yeah, for how early this game comes, or how early this cave comes into the game, it's actually kind of brutal. But in Let's Go, it's made a bit easier by the fact that you can avoid Pokemon. The whole reason it was so tough in the past was because it was like this big barrier all of a sudden, just like kind of out of nowhere, that you had to get all the way through. And it's full of rock-type Pokemon that are tough to take down if you don't have the right typings with you and stuff like that. So basically, if you can beat Brock, just use whatever you did to beat Brock to get through this cave. But then that's not going to help you out very much against Misty because... Actually, no, that's not true. Well, I don't know. Back in the day, in Pokemon Red and Blue, beating Brock was usually a matter of getting a Butterfree and using Confusion on his Pokemon. Butterfree's not very good in the Rock Tunnel because Rock-type moves are super effective against Flying-type Pokemon. So, getting through this cave with Butterfree was a little bit tough. I think, honestly, back in the day, you had to get a Mankey early on if you wanted to have any chance. Because you could get Mankey before Brock, Mankey can beat Brock, and then Mankey can beat the Rock Tunnel, basically. I think I forgot to mention this before as well. I think, or maybe I did, but Bellsprout is a version-exclusive Pokemon. So, you cannot find Bellsprout in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, but you can in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And likewise, in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, you cannot find Oddish, but in Let's Go Pikachu, you can find Oddish. Personally, of the two, I think the Oddish is better. Like, that's just my opinion, though. Alright, Mankey's not doing too well, so let's go ahead and heal her up. So I'm pretty sure it's a girl. Yeah, I have a huge trend of catching female Pokemon. Again, the only male Pokemon that I have in my whole team is Pikachu. Okay. So now we have a little cutscene with Jessie. Ah, you're pretty fast, kid. And then she just runs away. Nice cutscene. Alright, down the first ladder we go. And at the end of this ladder is some pretty good stuff. For one, we definitely get... Oh wait, there's a hidden item in this rock here, I think? Or at this corner. There we go. A big mushroom. I forget what exactly the mushrooms are used for. I think that there is somebody who you can give them to in this game. But I forget exactly who. And I forget what they're for. Oh my god, it's Chansey. And there's a Clefairy. Holy crap. So 2 of the mega rare Pokemon just right here, right next to each other. That's perfect. Alright. Let's see if we can catch this Chansey. If I can catch Clefairy, that's actually a Pokemon that I think I'll go ahead and use during this playthrough. Awesome. Okay. Let's just cross our fingers and hope this is a good one. Ah yeah, first throw, baby. Okay, now we got a Chansey. Chansey is a Pokemon that I am not going to use on my team most likely, but I love Chansey so much. Holy cow, that was a lot of experience. But Chansey is good as like an HP sponge, basically. Chansey can take a lot of hits. However, that's pretty much all Chansey is really good at, is just taking hits. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Defense Curl. Swift isn't really a move that you're going to want to use on Sandshrew because it's a special attack and Sandshrew is a physical attacker. But, Defense Curl, not really a move I'm going to be planning on using a lot. Light Screen, however, is a move that I probably could get some use out of. So Light Screen and Reflect, as well as Safeguard, are moves that you can use with one Pokemon, and it affects your entire team for 5 turns. Light Screen is a move that increases your entire team's special defense, and I'm pretty sure it actually causes special attacks from other Pokemon to only deal about half the damage that they normally would, so it's actually extremely good. It's really, really nice. Super Fang is also a really great move. It deals exactly half of the opponent's remaining HP. So using it as a move that you toss out right out of the gate is great because you're automatically going to do half damage on the other Pokemon. Chansey. So Chansey is a normal type Pokemon, a gentle and kind-hearted Pokemon that shares a nutritious egg if it sees an injured Pokemon. Chansey is such a sweetheart. I love her. Let's go over here and get this Clefairy really quick. And add it to our team so we can have a fairy type. I think the fact that Clefairy was retroactively changed to be a fairy type is a huge benefit to Clefairy. Because fairy type is legitimately pretty darn good. And before, Clefairy was only a normal type because, you know, fairy type didn't exist in the past. Oh wow, that was actually spot on, but the circle was too small to get inside of it, so. Perfect. First try again. I remember last time, this room was very strange to me. This specific part of the cave was very strange to me because this is where I found Clefairy and a Clefable and a shiny Zubat. It was very, very weird. I was like, why did I find 2 rare Pokemon in a row and a shiny? Like, that felt so random, you know? It was really funny. Alright, Clefairy's data will be added to the Pokédex. Fairy type. Adored for their cute looks and playfulness, they are thought to be rare as they do not appear often. I mean, that is the definition of rare. It doesn't show up often. Okay. So, let's go ahead and switch up our party again really quick. I'll go back and favorite all my new Pokemon off screen at some point, because why waste time showing you guys all that? And I will add Clefairy to the party. It will not be on the front because it is terribly weak. Oh wait, I thought I hit to add Clefairy. There we go. Oh, it took the place of Rattata. Whatever. Well, actually, no. For the sake of me not having to change the UI again too much for no reason, I'll just put Rattata back into the party. Okay. And then, yeah, just because I'm here, let's go ahead and sort by favorites on top. Okay. So, a little bit more grinding. Look, another Clefairy. Actually, let's get a catch combo. I'm going to try to catch every Clefairy that I see until I see another new Pokemon. Oh, this one's higher level. And, okay, cool. So if you want to reliably go right and left, just kind of like swing the Wii remote in one of those directions. Just do like a little swipe motion. You don't have to necessarily throw it in that direction. I'm actually kind of surprised I worked on the first throw. This Clefairy is a higher level. Let's actually check his natures really quick and see if it's possibly better than the one that we have in our party. No, let's go over to the bag. Okay, so the Clefairy that we have in our party. Check summary. Whoops. Okay, so it's minus defense and plus speed. Okay, that's kind of whatever for Clefairy. I guess a plus speed is nice. And for the one that we just caught, modest nature, plus special attack and minus attack. I actually have to think about that one for a second. Because I don't think that Clefairy is necessarily an attacking Pokemon. I think that is good for special attack. I think this might be the one to go with. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch them out. So I'm going to make this the new favorite. But we'll still keep the other Clefairy because I just like Clefairy. Okay, so we're going to keep this one. And add to party in place of the other Clefairy that's there. Now Pikachu's not the only male. Let's also switch out so that Clefairy is our follower instead of Mankey. I'm not a big fan of how Mankey and Rattata and all these other fast Pokemon run ahead of you all the time. Alright. And yep, here's that rare candy. And then I think there's another item in here that's hidden. Oh, nice dance moves. Clefairy suddenly did a dance. I think there's a Moonstone? Yep, right there. So, actually, that works out because Clefairy is one of a few Pokemon in this game that can only be evolved via Stone. So whenever you're ready to evolve Clefairy, which you should probably wait until at least mid-30s, if not mid-40s to do that, just give it a Moonstone and it'll evolve. The other Pokemon that evolve via Moonstone in this game are Nidorina and Nidorino, which are the evolutions of the Nidoran Pokemon. And yeah, in my previous game I had... Man, I wish Mankey had a fighting type move. How does Pikachu learn a fighting type move before Mankey does? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, in my previous game I had a Nidoqueen, which I had Nidorina I think until level 40 something, and then I used a Moonstone on it. Or on her, rather. So yeah, let's get through this Team Rocket fight. And how are we doing on time? A bit over 20 minutes at this point. Okay. So I guess we're not going to get all the way through Mount Moon in this go. So let me see if I can find a decent stopping point, and then we'll start up again next time. I'll probably just get back to the main area and then call it there. Yeah, so happy I got Clefairy. A little bit of Pokemon trivia. Apparently, Clefairy was also in consideration to be the mascot Pokemon for the entire Pokemon series. But then they created Pikachu. Also, we find Awakening right down here in this corner. But then they created Pikachu and figured that Pikachu might have a bit more mass appeal because Clefairy, I think... I don't think that I'm making this all up, but I'm pretty sure the reason that they went with Pikachu instead of Clefairy was because they wanted a Pokemon that was more, I guess you could say, neutral. Like more gender neutral. And Clefairy looks like a Pokemon that appeals more to girls specifically, whereas Pikachu has a design that is magically appealing to both boys and girls at the same time. Like, it's cute, but it also has the capacity to be cool. Whereas Clefairy is pretty much just cute. Again, I'm not entirely sure if that's 100% accurate. I may be completely wrong about that. But I do know for sure that Clefairy was in the running to be the mascot Pokemon, and then Pikachu became that Pokemon instead. Speaking of Pikachu, let's switch over to him. Actually makes me kind of sad. Like, Clefairy was like that close to becoming the mascot Pokemon, and then got replaced by Pikachu. Ah, Poison Gas. Man. And then the follow-up to Pikachu now is Eevee. Which, I love Eevee, don't get me wrong. But it's like, man, Clefairy got snubbed twice. Poor Pokemon. Okay, so I think that we're going to just take out this trainer, and then we're going to call it there. Unless there is an item over here that we can snag up really quick, but I don't think that there is. Okay. Yay, 3 Pokeballs. Alright, so let me see if is there anything else over here? No? Let's talk to Clefairy really quick. Aw. Clefairy seems happy that you won the recent battle. Thank you, Clefairy. And we'll heal up Pikachu really quick because I don't want my pal just walking around being poisoned all the time. Ah, I forgot to buy antidotes. So... Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button, but... that's interesting. I forgot to mention this. I always try to make it a point to buy 5 of each kind of recovery item whenever I hit up a town. I completely forgot to do that this time, though. So I might go back and do that off camera while I'm grinding a little bit to get my Clefairy a little bit higher up. But yeah, I highly recommend whenever you stop at a Pokemart to get 5 Antidotes, 5 Awakenings, and 5 of all the other status restoring items, because chances are you're going to need them at some point. Like Ice Heal and Burn Heal, probably won't need them all that much, but Paralyze Heal, Awakening, and what's the last one that we just did? Antidote, you're going to be using those a lot. Anyway, thank you for joining me again, and next time we will hopefully complete the rest of Mount Moon. Yeah, I just realized we didn't really do all that much in here, and we're at about 25 minutes according to my recording, so sorry about that. I'll try to be a little bit faster next time. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.